G'day collectors, Sci-Fi back again with another Subscriber's Choice 164. This is for my good mates. Keep on collecting. We've only known each other for a little while, but we do keep in contact very much, in a way, not like other people, but still. Fellas, I'm glad, Matt and Andrew, I would love to see you guys at the Canberra Toy Convention this year, 2023. I will be there. By hook or by crook, I will be there. I don't care. Unless I'm dead or my wife says no. One or the other. Alright, so here we are. This is what they wanted to see. The Battlestar Galactica collection. It's not much. It's a couple of figures. And yeah, I was absolutely gobsmacked. Battlestar Galactica. Alright. Yeah, my little story on Battlestar Galactica. Of course, I was a young lad when I first saw the original Star Wars. And it only took about a year and a bit later when Battlestar Galactica came out, which was due to the fact that, yeah, everyone wanted to jump on board. There was also other movies like Battle Beyond the Stars and other stuff like that. Of course, Alien got released. But yeah, this one, yeah, a couple of guys jumped ship from ILM and made this, which was good. I didn't mind seeing it. I thought, okay, let's go see this. And then suddenly, yeah, again, when I watched it in a very shonky little old cinema, unlike watching Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back in the big George Street cinemas. When those Galactica cruisers came across, it shook the walls. It was noisy. It was great. I loved it. But anyway, so, and then going towards what? It was about 2004, 2005. Yep, so I'm married and got children, little kids, and I bought the Xbox Battlestar Galactica game. I thought, yeah, that's just going to be good. Okay. But if you're lucky enough, you can unlock the trailer to the new TV show. And I looked at it and went, man, this looks pretty darn good. What the hell are they doing, you know? And bingo bango, if you're not a fan of Battlestar Galactica, I honestly suggest, please check out the trailer. It is fantastic. And check out the show. I mean, God, because back in the day, I had no Foxtel when it first came out because I got divorced and managed to score a new wife. No, just kidding. Managed to fall in love with someone else and it was all good. But we just waited for the DVDs and here's some of them. Because this is like your different point of view of one of the parts of the series, and this one, Blood and Chrome, which is probably one of the last ones that actually came out. But yeah, I think there was about 4 seasons. See, I couldn't always get, yeah, it was like Walking Dead and whatnot. I wasn't going to go and get, you know, Foxtel and all that sort of stuff. I was happy with what I got. But yeah, that was my little story on Battlestar Galactica. Also, I did not get any figures back in the day. Going backwards again to when I was a kid. Yeah, my parents went absolutely not. Because basically back in the day, they had these... This is the original Cylon Centurion. Not really. A little bit touched up and whatnot. And definitely not so robotic. And by the way, his gun is behind me, behind a shelf, and probably behind that shelf. I'll probably never see it again unless I move. And I have to pull the shelves apart. So when I pulled it apart, it slipped behind. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it up because I am going to be doing something with the shelves. Anyway, rabbiting on. But there we go. This is the NECA. What year was this made in? I don't know. It's not saying. And very flimsy joints, but because of the gigantic feet on these things, it stands up all right. Yeah, no vac metal, no lights, no whatevers. But yeah, I remember some of the kids I went to school with back in Sydney back in '79, they had the original Cylon Centurions, foot tall, 12 inches. You know, the little lights, the woo, woo, woo. You know, you do it manually. And they look brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then I knew that was going to happen. I knew that. See, that's what I mean. Very flimsy, so you got to make sure you stand them up nice and tall. And then, of course, the new 2000 Cylons, they look pretty cool. They had the same little light going back and forward. They didn't speak, unlike these ones. No, vapor is approaching, you know, sort of thing. Yeah. Guns were built into their arms. They look pretty frightening too. That was just, yeah, it was good. I loved watching the new Battlestar Galactica. It was a lot more in depth, a lot more felt out. You know, really told the whole story, unlike the 2-3 movies, if you want to call it. Yeah, the old Battlestar was just like, yep, we're finding Earth, blah, 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 blah. But here they actually tell the story, how Cylons were built, who built them. And they were like, automatons and clones. Big story. And there we go, I actually bought that too. It's not, I thought it was a Micro Machines, it's a bit dusty underneath, but yeah. That's the original Cylon. That's all metal, pretty heavy. I like that version better, even though it had 3 pilots in there. Yeah. The new version, the vehicles are actually, well, droids themselves with human bits in it. Pretty frightening. Yeah, the new version, the new Battlestar version is just absolutely frightening. It's very cool, very well done, very well acted. And if you watch the old version of Battlestar, Mission Galactica, and Conflict of the Earth, I think it's called, Conquest of the Earth, very dated. Very, very dated. But one good thing about, or one interesting point, I wouldn't say good, just interesting, is they flipped all the characters around. Some were like old men turned to middle-aged men, different races, different genders. Look at Starbuck. Starbuck was, back in the 70s, was a white dude, smart-ass, bit of a loser, but got out with a, you know, by the skin of his neck. And yet here we are, Starbuck in the 2000s was a female loser, got out by the skin of her neck. And yeah, it was all interesting. And yeah, a couple of older characters from the show came in, whatnot. But anyway, Matt and Andrew, I hope you enjoy. They are great figures, but Jesus Christ, they are so loose. And it was good to get them out because it now gives me an incentive to sort out some of my shelves that I have not looked at for a while. But there we go. What do you guys think? Vac metal? Hell yeah. Alright, there we go. Oh, so dark in there. There are 2 shelves. I need to, that's where I got them from. I need to pull them out, get some of those tier shelving in there, and rearrange. So thanks, fellas from Keep On Collecting. God, talk about a random bunch of figures in there. It needs to be rearranged. Alright, get back to it. Alright, so Battlestar Galactica. And I will rearrange those shelves. Not today, maybe later. Also, yeah, so Keep On Collecting. If they leave a comment down below, I can't link. Click on their icon, say hello. They're great guys here from Australia, and we will catch up in May, I believe it is. I'm going, I'll be there. And we shall see how we go. Alright, so next one I might, yeah, Ed, I can do it. It'll take a while. I can do another subscriber's choice. Not today though, I've got a few other things to do. Yep. So I'll clean up, tidy up, do whatever. And I'll have a chat with you before I do it anyway, in case you have seen it. But yeah, another subscriber's choice with Ed 5. But alright, keep on collecting. Gotta watch them, man. Talk about some of the old vintage stuff they have. Absolutely brilliant. Alright, guys. Rambled on long enough. What do you guys think? Alright, I'll see you all then. Sci-fi out, and the Force is with you, always.